pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which she stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He says, Goreville, he says, he said that really sounds kind of, gory. He says, is it, it's just a funny name for a town, not a bad place to live.
Goreville's just your average slice of American pie. I like living in Goreville.
To me, it's just like home. I mean, it's just like my own house. I grew up in it. I love every person that lives in there. I mean, I will always remember Goreville my whole life.
Oh, they want their guns. Definitely. They would become irate if they didn't have their guns. In 1982, Goreville passed a gun law.
You mean the gun law? Right, Yeah, we know about the gun law.
Yes, we know about the gun law. We don't have no guns.
Right, yeah, we have some guns.
I guess it's still on the books. I really don't know.
Mayor Gary Vaughn was here at the time.
Village of Goreville, ordinance number 82-2, an ordinance requiring heads of households to maintain a firearm together with ammunition.
We got a BB gun.
No, we got a BB gun, and we got 3 or 4 guns around here.
Have we?
The purpose of this gun law, in order to ensure citizens their guaranteed rights under the Constitution.
Well,
if they're outside and you shoot them, you drag them in, or you're breaking the law. You're into it now. Ain't that the way you've always heard that?
You've got to get them inside.
Their right to self-defense.
But if they get inside and you shoot them, well, what is that? You're supposed to drag them outside? I don't know.
And provide for and protect the safety, security, and general welfare of the village and its inhabitants.
We made our statement. Little bitty town, 900 people, made our statement.
You don't need a militia until the government gets to the point where they want to take our freedoms away.
The term militia is illegal to use in the state of Illinois. It's illegal to form a militia, but I will not make no pretense to the fact that we do encourage our people to be well armed, as well as they can afford to be, and to possess as much ammunition as they can afford to possess. So if you call that a militia, so be it. The purpose behind the Southern Illinois Patriots League is political.
It's good to have organizations on both sides. See, I'm trapped in the middle here. I think they're both just a little crazy. I'm happy with the way things are.
We intend to change government, but we intend to do it with a ballot.
Patriot's a gorgeous word. Militia's a gorgeous word. Jefferson talked about it. Madison talked about it.
As long as the government is by the people, for the people, then our freedoms will not be infringed.
Freedom.
What is freedom? Very good question. Okay.
Being allowed to do anything that I want to do, in my opinion, is freedom.
As long as it don't interfere with my nose, he can do anything he wants to.
Freedom is being an American.
That's where his freedom stops, right there at the end of my nose.
Freedom is a dream.
Choice.
Choice.
It's choice. That's what freedom is.
And freedom is something we must always, always protect.
There's no issues here. Everybody's hysterical over nothing.
Our forefathers realized that while they were putting down the greatest piece of freedom that mankind had ever known, there was still enough latitude in there for a tyrannical government to arise, and they wanted to leave the power in the people so that should this ever happen, that they could rise up and overthrow that tyranny.
Since when does American law enforcement have to wear a mask like a bandit?
The government's not trying to take your guns away from you.
Well, it looks to me like they're trying to get them. Just looks like it.
Why does the government want to take away our guns? For the same reason that Adolf Hitler wanted to remove the guns from the German people in 1933.
Gun owners of this country used to say, they're coming for your guns.
But I don't think it'll ever happen. I know it won't at my place.
Why's that?
I believe I'd put up a little scramble.
Always in the past, I was always able to say someday, but I think that someday is here.
You think I'm reaching for my glasses, but I could well be reaching for Mr. Smith and Mr. Weston.
And I think that all of you should start thinking in terms of making investments in the way of pack equipment and whatever it takes to live out there with nothing but what your forefathers had.
That we've already got a black eye over this thing with the Oklahoma City bombing, and we didn't want to lose any further credibility.
But unfortunately, what we have to say now to all Americans is,
this is going to happen. It's going to happen now.
they're coming for your rights, virtually all of them.